Everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Monique. If you're new to this channel, I upload videos weekly about style, travel, and NYC vlogs. So if you are interested in those kind of videos and if you haven't subscribed yet, I would really appreciate it if you like to take the time and subscribe. Today's video, there's going to be a lot of information. I'm going to be spilling some tea. I have this hot tea with me now, which is appropriate for today's video. There's going to be a haul, a story time. It's going to be everything. Okay, first of all, pardon the voice. I just got back to the city a few days ago and then I just went go, 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 go ever since I landed. And now I think my body is crashing and I'm taking these 2 days to be at home and just work from home and and rest. I went to Valencia, Spain, and also Paris and Lyon in France for approximately around 10-12 days, and this was my first time returning back to Paris for I think 5-6 years. I think the last time I was there was probably 2018. That's when I got my one and only Birkin from Brussels, because we were also in Brussels before Paris at that time. So I haven't been back. Obviously things have changed, and after the pandemic, the craze over the Birkin and the Kelly have been even crazier. But I thought, you know, this is Paris. This is where you're supposed to be able to get your bag without any pre-spend history. But now, because of the online appointment, it is not as easy to get, because yes, of course, everyone can try and get an online appointment, but it's not that easy in reality. So I don't know how all of those YouTubers and influencers can get so lucky with their appointments, because I did not get lucky at all. And I must tell you, a spoiler, I did not get a bag. I was offered a bag in Lyon, but of course it's not quite a bag and I had to say no. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about that. Okay, so Paris and Lyon, I have 5 days, and Lyon was only a day trip, so I have approximately 4 days in Paris. More like 3, because one of the days is my travel day going back to New York, so that's not really counted. So 3 days in Paris, 1 day in Lyon. I arrived on Saturday. The store is open, and it was, by the time we finished checking in and getting ready and unpacking, it was late afternoon. And then I think we got to the store around 4 p.m. We went to FSH on our first day right away. We did the online appointment in the morning, but Saturday means for a Monday appointment. So I figured, hearing from a lot of people, that you should try going to the store, see how it look like, and see if you can like match with an essay. Also, it helps if you purchase something small for your account. So that's what I did. Went to the store, FSH. It was insane. It felt like a fish market. It didn't feel like shopping for luxury, because everything is just go, go, go. The essays don't care about you. They just want you to go, go, go. And in Paris, the essay cannot travel from one métier to another. So let's say you want a scarf, you go to the scarf department, and then if you want something else, the essay cannot go with you. You just have to go to that other department and deal with another essay. So it might be a little bit challenging to create that connection in FSH. We walked around trying to find an essay that's would be nice enough. We didn't really find anybody that we clicked with, because everybody's just busy. It was insane. The leather appointment is full of people trying to ask about cancellation, one after another. Everybody's getting rejected. I think we did try to ask also, and of course the answer is no. That wasn't a very pleasant experience. I don't think I love shopping in FSH, honestly. It just took the joy away from the shopping part, because it's just becoming like a Hunger game. You can see everyone is desperate to get an appointment, desperate to get a bag, and no one is taking their time. No one is like relaxing or enjoying. It was just not fun at all, because when you shop in your local city, it tends to be a little bit more relaxing. You are one-on-one with your essay, and then you have more time to do a lot of things. So yeah, I don't really recommend FSH honestly, unless getting a bag is on your #1 priority. Being there, and I love Paris. I haven't been back in 5-6 years, and I really wanted to enjoy the city as well. I did not want to make the trip to become, you know, a hunt for a bag, because it would be really disappointing if I didn't get any and I dedicated all my time to just hunt for a bag. I mean, it would be nice to get one, but it's not something that I would want to dedicate the whole vacation to. So one store a day, that was my plan, and online appointment every day. We try to apply, me and my husband, 2 different phones. We applied every day. So this is what I purchased from the FSH store, and this is something that actually on my list. I have lists of things that I would want to get from the store always, so that when I go to any of the Hermès stores, I have an ongoing list that I'm familiar with, price wise and then function wise. It's something that I would use and I would need at the moment. So this is my purchase for the day. And here is the box. My essay was pleasant enough, but you could tell that he was not interested. He was not interested in building any rapport. He was not interested in getting to know me. I asked some questions, you know, of course he answered politely, but that's about it. Let's unbox this. One thing that also kind of motivates me to shop a little bit there is also, of course, the price difference. Everything in the US is usually like between 20 to 30% more expensive than in Europe, of course. So it is quite a motivator to buy something on your list and maybe add something to your profile over there. So here it is. It is this beautiful cashmere scarf that I got there, and it is from the men's section. I think this is the sangles in the color noir, and I don't remember the other color. It looks kind of like an étaupe, but it's not really quite an étaupe. I will try to see if I can find it on the website because the tag is not there anymore. But yeah, this is from the men's section, and I know that I want another of one of these like cashmere scarf. I really enjoyed mine, but mine was in a very light color. It was almost like a yellowy beige with cream. So I wanted something really dark for this winter, and just to switch it up with that one, because that one would go with like my beige coat and light colored coat, and this one would go with like my black coat and like my dark colored coat, and possibly also my gray coat. So yeah, this was great. I looked at the women's selections as well, but I find that this season their the print is just a little busy, and I like how this is discreet. In New York, we wear a lot of black, so I find this really good and really easy to wear with a lot of things. That's all I purchased from day one with that essay. We didn't find a connection with him, so I didn't really want to shop for more with him. So yeah, we bought the scarf and said our goodbye. The next day is Sunday, so there's no Hermès because they're closed. And on Monday, we went to the Sevres store, and it's not my first time there. I think I've been there once or twice before. It is actually probably my favorite among the other 3. I don't remember if I've been to the George Sunk before, but the Sevres one is huge because I think it used to be an indoor pool. So you go down, it has a cafe. People can actually go to the cafe and the bookstore. It feels a little bit more local. Even the essay was saying that, you know, this is where the locals would go to. FSH would get more of the tourists. They have a leather appointment desk on the side of the stairs when you come down. We asked, and of course there's no cancellation, of course, that day. So we walk around, and we were waiting to be appointed an SA. And after a little bit, someone came to us, and he was really pleasant. He was really sweet. We loved him. Yeah, unfortunately, we asked if you work again the next day, and yeah, he doesn't have any schedule to work the next day. So we're like, you know what, because we were hoping to come back the next day and shop again with the same person, build a rapport. Maybe the next day there will be a cancellation. Yeah, unfortunately that doesn't happen. I don't know if that's a go-to answer for every essay if somebody asks if you're working again the next day, because this certainly has happened more than once to me. This is the second time it happened to me that the essay doesn't have a schedule the next day. So I don't know, maybe that's just luck, maybe that is just their go-to answer. He was really nice though. So this is what we got from that store. This is actually from my husband, so I'm gonna open this for you. You could probably guess what it is from the box. They give us this really thick ribbon, which I've never had before. Yeah. So this is of course a pair of sandals, a pair of shoes. So we tried on a bunch. You know, a lot of things are sold out. Of course, this is Hermès, and then we managed to find one that is in his size and it was comfortable for him. And after that, I started asking. I know I tried the online appointment. It hasn't been working for me. And I'm just wondering, you know, my husband saying like, yeah, I really want to get my wife a handbag because, you know, it's her birthday coming soon. And of course he asked what kind of handbag, and then of course we said a Kelly or a Birkin, and of course, oh, that's going to be difficult, but I can try asking the leather appointment desk for you if you want. We can go there and ask. So before we went to pay for this, we went again to the leather appointment, and it was another person now. She seems pretty friendly, and then our SA asked her if there's any cancellation, and she was checking on her computer a little bit. I don't know if she's really checking or she was just like being nice to us. She was checking, and of course no cancellation. So yeah, he tried. At least he tried, and at least this is a little bit more of a pleasant experience compared to FSH, because we were there probably like an hour and a half talking with our SA, shopping around. We asked for a few things, and of course a lot of things were sold out. At first I wanted some hats, nothing was available. Husband also wanted some hats, nothing was available, but yeah, only this thing is available. So let's open it up. There it is. And to reveal this beautiful pair of Genius sandals. Everybody of course is crazy about the Chypre sandal, but for me and my husband, I think the Genius are a little bit more functional, and he likes a strap usually in the back. Oh my god, it is so soft, guys. So this is a pair of the Genius sandals in the color Ebene, and this is in suede. The color is just beautiful. Ebene is one of my favorites, honestly. We were looking for the black leather one, but they didn't have it in his size, and they happened to have this. My husband was not convinced at first because of the suede, but it's honestly really soft and so beautiful, and yeah, and so comfortable. This is more comfortable compared to the leather ones. He has tried both the Chypre and also the Genius, but he really prefers this. He thinks that this is more comfortable compared to the sandals. So yeah, we went with this one, and I think it was probably like almost 30% cheaper than if you buy it here, because here also plus you have to pay tax. So this was a good purchase. I'll show you the pair. There it is. Okay, so that was Monday, and I told you we tried every day for the leather appointment. No luck whatsoever till the very end. On Tuesday, with the essay from Sever's advice, we went to FSH. 10 minutes before it was opening, there was already a line outside to ask if there's any cancellation in the morning, and we went in there. 10:30 they let all us in. Of course, everybody on that line was asking the leather appointment desk for any cancellation, and of course there is no cancellation. But she did tell me that to come back at 3, and then she told another person to come back at 1. So I don't know if, it's just luck, I guess. If you have the time to keep going back and forth throughout the day, maybe you should try that. I think that also maybe worked for some people. We couldn't because, we have planned for the day. I don't want to just go back and forth to the store asking for appointment when, we have limited time in our vacation as well, and we want to enjoy the city. I had planned with my friend that day. We were going to go to Palais Garnier, and then we were going to have lunch. We're going to go walk around. So it's not something that we will want to do. While we were there, FSH at 10:30 when they open is actually not too bad because it's not really crowded yet. The store was still quite empty, and it was pretty pleasant. And yeah, I would highly recommend, if you have to go to FSH, go when it's opening, because it is much more civilized than during the day, than in the afternoon or before it's closing. We didn't buy anything that day because I figured there's no point. I just want to maybe buy something in Lyon, and yeah, there's no point to buy anything that day. When I purchased the scarf the first day, I also purchased a lip gloss, which is it's just a repeat purchase. I don't remember where I've put it now because it's somewhere in the suitcase, but so it's a lip gloss in the rose cola. So I purchased the cashmere scarf with the lip gloss. So Wednesday is our last full day in France, and we had planned to go to Lyon, and I know that there is a store in Lyon. I went there the last time we went to Geneva. I went for a day trip to Lyon just to go to the Hermès store. This time we went really early in the morning, and it's not just for the Hermès store because Lyon is also the gastronomical center of the world. We would like to experience the restaurants and the city for a little bit, but of course making a quick stop at Hermès when they open. There was a line as well when they opened, but everybody walked in as soon as they're opened. So we were assigned a very young SA. She was really nice and pleasant. I know that Lyon is the place where all of the scarves, Hermès scarves, are made in. They're all made in Lyon. So I really, really wanted to get a scarf from the Hermès Lyon store. So the SA that was assigned to us was really young. I don't think she is a senior. She's probably kind of like a junior. She's pleasant, and really, we're just talking about scarves, choosing scarves. I wasn't sure if I want to purchase like the size 70 or the size 90. As usual, there's not a lot of options for the size 70. So then I moved on to the size 90. So here are my purchases from the Lyon store. Voila. Let's open the scarf first. I know I wanted something classic. I tried on the Grand Apparat. I tried on another one. I can't remember the name. I wanted something classic because the last 90 scarf that I got is more of a playful scarf in the pastel color. So I want something that is classic and can be worn with a lot of things. Although I do love the astrology scarf, the Forever astrology scarf in the blue. That blue is just stunning. I tried it on in person, but yeah, I ended up with this one instead because I have one too many blue scarves in my opinion. So here it is. I got none other than the Brit de Gala scarf. This design is arguably the most famous design from Hermès, and they have made this into their forever collection in this colorway of black and white with a little gold detail. You see, it says Brit de Gala. This is such a quintessential Hermès scarf, and it does come from time to time, but a lot of times not in this classic design. Sometimes it comes in very like artsy tattoo Brit de Gala or with dots. You can find Brit de Gala all the time, but yeah, I want it in a very classic style. And what could be more classic than black and white? The only thing that was not really convincing to me is the white frame, because usually when you have a scarf in a whiter frame and you fold it up and you wear it, the only thing that you tend to see is the frame, the white frame. You don't tend to see the design in the middle. But if you play around with it and wear it differently, you can still display the design of the scarf. It's just beautiful, and it comes from Lyon, so it is such a beautiful souvenir from Lyon. I did not only buy the scarf, I also decided to purchase a twilly. So here it is. And I asked if there is any twilly with a cat. Of course, there is none. There was one with a tiger, but it didn't look good on me, the colorway. So I decided to go with another classic design. This strip is just all about classic style, I guess, and all about scarves. So this is the Grand Opera, but in the pink colorway. I'm loving this border here on the twilly because I think that looks really cute when you wear it like so and have the pink picking up. It's really preppy that way, and yeah, I think that's cute. And I also think that this pink would go really great with my Gris Eton Birkin in case I want to put it on the handle. I don't think I have a pink twilly, so yeah. While I was there, I also purchased the new eyeliner. This is the color Noir Black, and it is very pigmented. It is the color looks, I want to create that matte eyeliner look, and what I love about it is that it comes with this brush like for smudging your eyeliner, so I think that's really useful. And this is like their new collection. It comes in so many different colors. After we finished with the scarves and the eyeliner, I asked about this silver necklace with the anchor on it, and it's a toggle necklace. She went into the bag and looked for it, and they didn't have that, but they did have the one with the round pendant and the one with the Constance pendant. I love the one with the round pendant, but I just don't love the way that it says Hermès on it, like quite prominently. I like the anchor because I find that it is a little bit more low-key, and it goes with my bracelet that is also, you know, the silver anchor one. So unfortunately they did not have that, and after that my husband asked her if there's a possibility for us to get a bag because, you know, again, it is almost my birthday. That story, we are using that and sticking with it because it is almost my birthday soon. And of course she shut it down, and she said that Birkin and Kelly are only wish lists, and Lyon is one of the very few stores in France that are now using the wish list system. So it is only for local, and yeah, you can only get those kind of bags through the wish list system, unfortunately. I don't know if she's just saying that to me, but that is what she told me. And I asked her, how long has this wish list system has been implemented in the Lyon store? She said a little over a year. I didn't hear anything about that when I went into the store in April when I had a day trip to Lyon. But also maybe because my essay was speaking French to me at that time. It was like a complete French, while this essay was speaking in French and English, because, you know, I tried my best, but my French is not all there. So maybe I didn't really understand. But in April, from what I got from it was that if I had stayed longer in Lyon and had more time and continued going back to the store, and they do have a bag from me, they could possibly offer it to me, but not just from one visit. And I did ask if there's any other bag that is available. She asked me what I was interested in. I was interested in the Picotin in the size 18 in color gold or ebony, I told her. So she's like, okay, let me go and check in the back. She went to the back. It took some time, I think 10-15 minutes. We were just sitting there waiting for her. My husband was saying like, oh, maybe like they'll bring you a bag and surprise you. I'm like, oh, that is highly unlikely. So after a little bit, she came back with another essay with a box, an orange box. And I was like, oh, what is in there? Because it's not a Picotin box. But I knew in my gut feeling that it's not a quota bag, because, you know, we're just out there. So she explained to me that she has an appointment and she has to go to her appointment, but she is leaving me with this other essay, which is from the leather department, to show us the bag that they have for us. She said, we don't have the Picotin, but we hope that you would be happy with this because it is also in the color that you mentioned. This is a bag in the color gold. Okay, thank you so much, I told her. So the new essay then proceeds to, you know, we chit chat a little bit, and then she opened the box for me and showed me an Evelyn 29 in the color gold. Honestly, it is such a beautiful, beautiful color, the gold in the Evelyn. And I think it's a beautiful bag, but being that I live in New York City, I have so many crossbody bag in the same shapes or size. I even have my old Celine bag in that tan color and in the exact size and style. So I was not really interested to get another crossbody bag, honestly. If it were a TPM, I would probably toy with the idea of getting it, but not a 29. I have no use for that bag. I have so many bags in that specification. You know, I don't need another crossbody bag. I honestly am interested in the Picotin because it's cute. It's like a top handle, and it is, of course, the price difference between a Picotin in the US and in Europe is really enticing. So an Evelyn is a no for me. I had to say no, but I politely tried it on first because I do want to see how it looks like on me. It's not bad. I'll include a picture for you to see. But yeah, I have no use for an Evelyn, and I would rather use it to buy another bag that I would want in my life. So I politely refuse and say, I'm so sorry, but I have a lot of bags that are like this in my collection already. And I asked one more time, is there any bag available, you know? And, you know, is there any Kelly or Birkin or anything, Picotin? And of course, she said no. So I did get a bag offer in Lyon, and yes, and it was an Evelyn 29. So that is the end of my Hermès journey in France. I must say that it was, of course, disappointing. You always go there with the hope that they'll give you a bag, but I'm happy with myself that I didn't dedicate so much time and effort into it. I didn't go shopping like crazy because I do have an essay here in New York and we are working towards a goal. So it's not something that was an urgency for me, but it would be nice to have, of course. Yeah, I approached it that way. So of course it was still disappointing, but we had a good time in Paris, we had a good time in Lyon. So I considered these pieces as souvenirs from that trip. I didn't want to buy anything that I did not need. My tip for you is that if you are having a vacation in Paris, you definitely have to try. You are there, you are in the city, the possibility is there. You really should try if you can, but just, you know, be sure to enjoy your vacation as well, and don't get too hung up on it because it can drive you crazy. Well, it was a literal Hunger Game in there in FSH, and you see the desperations on people's faces, you see the frustration. I mean, I felt it too. I felt it too when I was looking for someone, an essay, you know, because there's always a possibility that you might get a bag. So yeah, don't put too much pressure on yourself. I do prefer the Severus store. I would say next time if I go there, I would probably just like focus on the Severus store a little more and build something there and still buy something, you know, that I need, something that I need, and not just purchase random things. I don't know. For me, it's not, I don't see it as like, oh, I must get a bag, I must get everything that I need to get a bag. You know, this is not me purchasing like a $20 scarf from the side of the street. I mean, these things cost money, and these things are things that I consider first before actually purchasing them. It's not something that I would just like walk in and just purchase any random things at one go. I would want to have a nice, pleasant experience purchasing these things, and I would also want to have good memory attached to these things, so when I wear them it brings me like good memory. So that's how I approach it. If it happens, it happens. I'll be really happy. If it doesn't happen, hey, what you gonna do, right? Because the TikTok, the social media and everything, I think have made the game even crazier. So be careful. If you, I wouldn't say don't book a ticket just to hunt for a bag unless you are ready to spend. Of course, you know, if you're ready to spend, I feel like doors would open. You know, if you're just ready to, you know, buy this and that on the side, I feel like, yeah, I think doors would open. Yeah, that is all my Hermès haul and story time from Paris and Lyon. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think about the whole thing. Like this video if you like it, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye!